Hi guys, welcome to a new video. So today we'll continue with the Knights and Merchants Reborned in Armies of Exigo. And today we have the 16th mission. So let's take a look. As you can see, we'll be fighting against the Prince Lothar. But actually in this mission he will have 4 towns, so it will be kinda a 1v4. So let's take a look on the opening animation.
Thou hast much fertile land and rich deposits of raw materials at thy disposal in the province which lieth before thee. Let not thyself be in doubt that soon the enemy shall advance to gain this fruitful land for himself. Defend the province and show no mercy to the enemy soldiers. No quarter shall be given them.
Yeah, so as you can see, we have quite lots of units from the beginning in this mission. As you can see, they are also leveled up to level 3, which is really good, of course. You want to immediately start building 4 farms and capture this merchant house. As you can see, I used swordsman for that, so I'm not wasting my peasants, because right now we don't even have population to start creating them. And you want to start exploring immediately, so you know where you can create your expansions. The first opportunity is here, of course, which is really useful because you have 2 gems mines, so that's really good. Then also you can pick up some gems here, but be careful because there are soldiers behind them, so they will probably start attacking you, so you need to retreat immediately. If they hit you, you can just heal yourself with your ability, so it doesn't really matter. Of course you want to queue up your peasants here, so you can start creating them immediately. You already have the improved farming upgraded in this mission, so farms will be giving you even more population. Here you can also create an expansion. Here you have lots of mineral fields, so this is also something you want to capture. And actually that's something I will do immediately. So you can create it anywhere you want, but I believe this is the safest spot because it's far enough from this side, so they won't attack you, and also from the other side. Even though you are not really using the maximum value, because you would ideally want to build 1 expansion here and 1 here. Yeah, but we are not going to mine there anyways, at least right now, so it doesn't really matter. You can pick up some more gem piles here, so again, I will do that really quickly. I have queued up all the peasants we can, and actually maybe let's erase some of them, because we'll need gold for our expansion. And actually, let's maybe send this peasant to gold as well, so we can get even more gold, because gems won't be a really big problem in this mission, since you have so many gems mines here, also those mineral fields, and also there will be more expansions on this side of the map, where you can capture even more gems mines, as you can see. So here you have one more, and also there is one in this area. And if we continue even further here, you will find two gold fields here. So if you have some gold problems, which is probably the main resource that you will be missing in this mission, then this is the best spot to go later and create an expansion.
I am here, my lord.
So right now I have resources for my expansion, so let's create it immediately. And of course keep producing peasants. Here he attacked me, but I will just retreat and heal myself, doesn't really matter. Actually you want to go here and pick up those piles of gems, of course. Actually that one will be a little bit more difficult, so let's just retreat a little bit and run with our knight around them, like this, pick it up and let's retreat. Of course I don't want to lurk them to my expansion, so I will just retreat this way and then return to my home. Here we have a little bit, we had small blind spot where we are not creating peasants, but I fixed it immediately, so hopefully that will not be too big of a problem. And yeah, sorry, I just clicked on my second monitor. Here we have the last expansion that we can create, as I mentioned, which is just another gems mine. There are only like 2000 gems, but it's still an expansion if you have gems problems, which you shouldn't really have in this mission. So let's keep creating more peasants, but you also need to start making some buildings, because you will need a blacksmith to actually upgrade to castle, and also you will definitely want to start building some barracks really quickly, because attacks in this mission are really fast and really strong. Yeah, this is actually really one of the hardest missions, so you will need to be prepared for that. We will need to start making soldiers really quickly and also start building towers really quickly, because if you are too slow in this mission, you will definitely not survive. Once we finish this town hall, I will also start creating some peasants here. First I will fill up my gold fields with like 6 peasants, so we are producing lots of gold, because as I mentioned that will be the main problem here. So definitely want to fill that up first. Also the same thing that I'm doing here. I filled up my gold fields, and now I'm going to focus on my gems mine. And actually, let's just skip that and create castle first, because we will need those buildings really quickly.
I am here, my lord.
Also, let's build at least 2 barracks immediately, and you will also want to build one more later.
Let's do it.
And actually, let's just send those peasants to wood after they are finished. Here we can start creating more peasants here as well.
I live to serve.
And as you can see, we have used all of our gold and most of our wood, which is really the thing that you want to do, so you know that you are doing everything effectively. And of course, don't forget that you have this swordsman in this merchant house, because you will definitely want to swap him later for peasant, because of course swordsman is taking 2 population, so you want to place peasant with 1 population there. And also he's leveled up, yeah, quite strong unit that you can use in the fight, so definitely want to take him out once you have the opportunity to create peasant instead. As you can see, the enemy is already attacking, so here's some non-elite units, yes, so just some pikemen, so we'll just defend ourselves easily. You ideally don't want to lose any units here, but if you do, it doesn't really matter. Actually, I lost a crossbowman here. He was just getting shot by the enemy archers, so that wasn't ideal, but as I said, it doesn't really matter. Of course, right now we will have like 5 minutes to heal our units before the next attack. But after the next attack comes, we will definitely need to start when we're doing something, because then lots of attacks will start coming really rapidly. So definitely want to create Temple of Swords and Marksman's Tower. I mean, you don't really have resources for knights anyway right now, so that would be just a waste of resources and time. Here we need just 1 more peasant, and you will really need lots of wood, so let's just start harvesting even more wood everywhere, because if you don't have enough wood you won't be able to build enough towers, which is once again the most important thing. So let's start building those towers immediately. This will be the best spot probably. You want to make like a really long wall of towers in like this shape, because otherwise you just won't have enough offensive power to kill all the enemies. There will be really fast attacks after those like 5 minutes, as I said, where there will be a first attack with some elite pikemans and crossbowmans, and basically immediately after that there will be another really strong attack with lots of swordsmen. So again, you really need to prepare for that.
I am here, my lord.
And yeah, right now let's take 2 more peasants, send them here, and right now I just want to start creating those units immediately.
Building complete, my lord.
Let's make like 4 crossbowmen or 5, and then we want to start making some swordsmen as well. As you can see, that wood will be really important. I will need it to upgrade my towers and also to make those elite units, because elite units are also quite expensive on wood.
What needs to be done?
So yeah, this expansion is already full. You cannot even harvest any wood, any trees there. So nothing to worry about there. We can also upgrade our ranged units damage here. And as you can see, those are the level 2 upgrades, so we already have all the level 1 upgrades researched from the beginning, which is also quite useful. Right now I will swap the swordsman for the peasant, as I mentioned, so we have even stronger army here.
I'm loaded, sir. Sir.
And of course, don't forget to save your game. That will be really important in this mission. You want to make lots of saves, otherwise you will just lose eventually. Eh? Oh, actually, this was a really big mistake. I just transformed my peasant to militia. That will really slow me down. We are running out of population. Okay, this is really getting really bad. But hopefully we can figure something out. Actually, let's make one more barracks. Otherwise, we won't be making enough units fast enough.
We must build more farms, my lord.
But right now we don't even have that population, so that's not really turning out really well. But hopefully we can defend ourselves with those 4 towers and some units that we created. As I mentioned, there will be pikemen in the first attack, so I will just retreat with my knights a little bit down here and try to defend it with the rest of my units. Here we have 6, which is okay, so let's just make some more peasants on gems, because we are not really focusing on gems yet, and even though it's not that important in this mission, we will still need some gems, of course. So right now let's just make a second layer of towers and then some towers down here. And also we can start prolonging this wall of towers as well. And I mean, once he attacks me, he will free up some population, so I don't really need to worry about that right now. Here we had blind spot again, where we are not creating soldiers, which is of course a really big mistake. You need to be producing in every building all the time, and here he is. He's already attacking me, so as you can see I will retreat a little bit, so I'm using the value of my towers, but as you can see he's just destroying them super quickly, so that's also not really good. I will probably lose all of my swordsmen and also some of my knights, but I mean, that's not something we can really worry about right now. I just need to defeat him really quickly so I can immediately start focusing on the second attack that will come right after that. As you can see, I managed to heal my knights. It might be easier here on top if you use those icons, but I was too lazy for that. So immediately you need to retreat like this, and there will be another attack basically in like a few seconds. So let's just regroup really quickly, and let's make some new peasants that we'll use to build those towers. Also upgrade your towers, and here he is. So as you can see, it's lots of swordsmen, so this is really important to that I save some elite knights from the first fight, because of course that's the best unit we can use here. Of course right now I will probably lose most of my units, but hopefully then we will be able to reproduce some of them. As you can see, knights are dying really quickly, but actually I need to retreat those towers even more, because I'm just not using that offensive power of my towers, which is just a waste of value. We have some heals ready, so hopefully we will be able to keep our knights alive for a little bit longer. Also I can use the heal to save my leveled up swordsman. And as you can see, we are able to defend ourselves. So let's actually save this, because it's not really easy to get to this point, even though it's still start of the mission. You just need to make lots of saves. I'm still using the same one, but I'm still quite confident, even though this mission is really hard, even if you created it. And I also didn't play it for a while, so I don't really remember everything, but I'm still confident that I can win this, just with that one save. So hopefully it will not cause a loss for this mission. So let's just keep creating some more peasants here. And of course check everything. We have 10 here, 10, 2 on gems mine, here we have 6, 2, and here we are creating 2 more. We have enough wood, so we don't need anything more right now. Of course we want to heal our units, again really important. and keep upgrading our towers and building more towers, of course. Also, maybe I didn't mention that your enemy has stronger towers in this mission, so it will be even harder for you to push him. Of course, in the future missions you will also have those stronger towers, but in this mission you have those weaker towers from the previous missions, and he already have the stronger ones. So also keep that in mind. Also upgrade your units once again. Let's build more towers. But I mean, even though we have quite lots of towers right now, we can still lose at any point. Even if I had a full population already, it would just be really hard, because in this mission you can just lose at any point. They are just attacking all the time with really strong armies, so you need to be prepared all the time. I'm already building the... oh, he's already attacking. I'm already building the Circle of Ancients, which will be really important, because I will need those heals, and right now I'm not really able to heal my army, because I have already only 3 knights left right now, and the cooldown is 1 minute, so I'm not really able to heal my army. And then we are of course losing the value a little bit. This was again not so strong attack, but there will be coming more of them later, so I need to prepare really quickly. We already have a full group of crossbowmen, so let's make a second one.
Let's do it.
Let's repair our towers, upgrade some of them, and of course we need to rebuild the towers that he destroyed and also build some new ones. As you can see, I'm leaving some space between them, so I can actually walk with my units through that. But you also don't want to leave too big spaces there, because if it's too wide, then he will just destroy them one by one, and the towers will not be protecting each other, which is also a mistake. We'll need a little bit more population, so let's just make 2 more farms. Sometimes he can attack through this mountain pass, and then he will start destroying your expansion and killing peasants there. So also always check this area, but it doesn't happen always. So maybe you will be lucky, or right now I will be lucky, and they will not attack me there, which would be really nice. And let's just keep creating some more elite knights, because as I mentioned, we will need those heals. Right now I can maybe... actually we don't have any more heals ready. So let's just upgrade our towers. As I mentioned, the gold is the main problem in this mission, so definitely want to capture this as soon as possible, but right now I just need all the resources that we have. So I can keep producing more units and building more towers. It might seem like a lot of towers, but believe me, this will really get destroyed really quickly. So as you can see, he's already attacking once again. So let's just retreat to those towers. You really need to use them to kill all the melee units and then attack the ranged units with your army, because of course archers and crossbowmen have longer range than your towers, so you are not able to destroy those units with towers. But of course all the melee units can easily die to your towers, and you can save your army, which is really important, of course. So let's just heal really quickly. We made some new elite knights, so we finally have some heals ready. But as you can see, once you start creating elite knights, you will immediately start running out of your resources. Yeah, elite knights are just super expensive units on basically everything, but mainly on gold in this mission. So it's just really hard to maintain that production, and that's also the reason why I waited a little bit in the beginning with elite knights and actually started just with swordsmen and crossbowmen, because they are much cheaper. Also they don't take so much population, so you have a little bit more time to do everything. You don't need to build so many farms immediately, which would take more resources again. So just overall it's a better idea, I believe. Right now I have those resources I mentioned, so we can finally create that expansion. We could also take those gems mines, but as I said, we don't have any gems problems here. And here he is attacking once again. And actually I don't have any swordsmen left, and since he has some pikemen, this might be quite a problem. But yeah, we have all those towers, so it should be okay. Right now let's just make some of those swordsmen, so we can also fight against pikemen a little bit easier and safer. And also let's repair our towers, of course. That's the main thing that you need to do. There's repairing towers and of course also rebuilding towers if he destroy them. It seems like he's also standing with his defensive army here, which is really close, so hopefully I won't lurk it out unintentionally. That might cost me a life. So let's just make some more towers here, maybe some more down here. It might seem really good right now, but as I mentioned, we can lose at any point. Also, I'm not really upgrading my units right now, so let's fix that really quickly. Maybe we can also create like 3 more ranged units, so we also have something behind our units, but of course our strongest ranged unit right now is our watchtower. Because watchtowers, as I mentioned, are the strongest unit offensively. Yeah, you have 30 damage. The only, of course, then you have the upgraded towers that he is going to have against us, and we will have them in future missions. And of course, those towers are a little bit stronger, but outside of that, the only stronger, offensively stronger unit is the barbarian unit, of course, which is something you cannot create. You only have them in few missions from the beginning. So then, of course, the barbarian also has 30 attack, but you can level him up, and then he will have much more. I believe he can have like 42 damage or something if you have level 5 barbarian. Let's actually prolong our wall of towers a little bit here.
Good idea.
And also upgrade some towers that we already built. And hopefully, maybe we can also upgrade the teamwork upgrade here, and also some more researches for our units. Let's make some more knights, and also let's make like 2 more barracks so we can create even faster. As you can see, we are also running out of trees here, which might be a problem later on, but you can move to the right side. As you can see, here are some more trees, so hopefully we can deal with that. But as you can see, this is really far away, so we'll probably need to go here. Yeah, this is the right spot where you can also harvest some trees. Either you can just bring it to the castle, or you can create a blacksmith there as well. Right now I'm just focusing on even more towers. Also seems like we are missing 1 farm, so let's fix it really quickly. And let's actually create some more swordsmen. That might be also quite important. And again, don't forget to save your mission. In this expansion I forgot to make some peasants, so let's make some of them. Also we can use our expansions to make that process even faster. But I won't be sending them from this, because it might actually pull the enemies if I was just walking here with my peasants. So be really careful with this expansion. They might attack it, and then you will need to retreat. And as you can see, enemy is attacking again. So again I will just retreat between my towers. That's why I left those spots there. And right now I can easily fight him. As you can see, he's actually attacking me here from the from the other side of the map, which is really weird. I don't actually remember this happening ever to me before. As you can see, there are probably also like 2 attacks at once here. So this is really starting to get a little bit harder, but hopefully we can defend ourselves with those towers. I just really need to really quickly destroy those ranged units and then start defending my expansion there. Also keep my units alive, of course. Not pull the enemy army, hopefully. And now I will just retreat and defend my expansion. Yeah, I don't know why he attacked me here. I really don't remember this ever happening to me, but maybe I just forgot. It doesn't really matter, we will just defend ourselves, and then we will continue, of course. So let's actually just heal our units. Here we have a really injured knight, and of course we will use our peasants to repair our towers. We have only two damaged towers. We probably destroyed some more, but I don't really want to create any more towers right now. I will rather just invest those resources to my army. So let's just make some more elite knights. We are also upgrading our barracks. Here we have the small attack from the beginning again, which is just full of non-elite units, so that's not really big of a deal. Even though right now I have only elite knights as melee units, so he might kill some of them with spikemans, but as you can see, the elite unit is just so much stronger that he cannot even kill me if he has spikemans against riders. And also I have all those towers, so we should be okay. Right now I'm probably fighting here with already defensive army of my enemy, so I'm kinda attacking him. But if I am able to lurk him on my towers, then it would be really good, because I would just easily destroy him, but it seems like he doesn't want to fight me near my towers, so let's just kill some of those units that are really close. Maybe this crossbowman, but then we will retreat, of course. So let's keep creating more elite knights. Also, this expansion should be already filled up again. And yeah, he a little bit damaged this tower, so let's fix it. And maybe we can also create even more towers up here. And then we can start reinforcing our wall of towers a little bit more. So something like this. Maybe we can also create one more peasant, because we have only 2 right now, and you should have something between 2 and 5, let's say. So this is probably not enough, I would say. I also forgot to upgrade one tower down here. We still don't have too much wood, but we somehow managed to do everything with this. And as you can see, I have lots of towers queued up right now, so wood shouldn't be a problem. Also, again, don't forget to upgrade our units. We also have full group of knights and like 3 more, so this should be okay. Here is one injured one, so let's heal him. And now I have still few more population, so I would like to finish my second group of archers, or not archers but crossbowmen. As you can see, it's attacking again, so I will probably lose some towers. Actually, this is really getting quite bad, because I created that wall of towers so long that when I'm defending myself, I'm already attacking my enemy at the same time, because he already has his defending armies here. So this is not really good. I don't really want to attack yet. I don't even have a full population, but at least it will be easier later, because we will already have less defending units. Since we will already kill some of them right now. Here I have a level 4 knight, so definitely want to keep him alive. Just by retreating a little bit, and here you can see the stronger tower. As you can see, it has only 40 more HP, but it has 1 more armor and 10 more damage, which is actually a fire damage. So definitely want to keep that in mind. We will see if he wants to attack me. Maybe this is attacking army, not defensive army. So, oh, actually he will kill my level 4 knight here probably. I need to retreat a little bit. And definitely want to start creating some units again, because right now we are a little bit slow here. As you can see, I had really strong defense, and still he managed to kill basically all of my units and also destroy some towers. So as I mentioned, you need to be prepared at all times. But right now we will just upgrade some of those new towers and repair some of those old ones. And since he destroyed some of them here, I will also rebuild them. This should be probably enough, maybe one more back in here. And since we have one new peasant, he can also help with that building process, of course. We probably also lost some ranged units, obviously, so we will also fix that. And yeah, right now I will just remove those knights from group number 2, because a lot of them died, and we can fit them in one group right now. Let's just make one more, and then we will focus on swordsmen.
I'm loaded, sir.
Yeah, and I
Ready
also
and
want to
waiting.
make 10 more crossbowmen, so we have 2 full groups of crossbowmen. So right now we made 2 of them, 3, 4. Let's make 1 more, and then we will make the last 5 crossbowmen after we save some more resources. Right now I will just check all of my mines again. Sometimes a peasant can bug, for example, maybe run away, not mine for a while, and then you will just lose value. Also, I will heal my army when I have the time, and also upgrade my towers, of course. Now we saved up the resources, as I said, so let's make those 5 crossbowmen. And of course, then if we have some more population left, we can create even more elite swordsmen, because that's the unit that we are missing right now. I mean, this is like the basic army that I'm making basically in every mission. Just one full group of elite knights, 2 full group of elite crossbowmen, and the rest of the population you will just fill up with swordsmen. Of course, it really depends on how many peasants you have, yeah, which depends on how many expansions you have, which really depends on the mission, because each mission offers you different amount of expansion opportunities, of course. Here I got a little bit stuck between my towers, so let's just move a little bit. But right now I believe this should be already okay. Let's just save it once again, because you never have enough saves. And I believe we should be able to win like this. Of course, not yet. I still need a little bit more soldiers. We also lost 1 crossbowman and 1 knight. And now, as I said, I will just keep creating more swordsmen. And yeah, I mean, in a while we should be able to fill up the population cap, and then it should be finally okay. Also, as you can see, I lost probably 2 of my peasants that were building towers here, so I'll just remake them really quickly. And right now we have all the towers here. Every tower is upgraded and also full HP, so fully repaired, let's say. Again, I will heal my units since we are waiting right now. Maybe move a little bit. Let's find 1 more heal for the swordsman. Now we have fully healed army as well. So I will just use some of those last units that I needed to recreate because we lost something. And now I will just create some of those last swordsmen that we need, and then we can finally start attacking after like half an hour or something. So yeah, basically, as you can see, the main thing you need to do in this mission is just create lots of towers, and then you should be okay with the defense. Yeah, you also need to be quite fast in the beginning, but again, it should be okay. We already have all the researches in blacksmith ready, so that's also good, and we can still capture those 2 gems mines or even this. But after we conquer the enemy town, we can just create an expansion there, and it will be even stronger expansion, I would say. Again, I will just retreat to my towers, so I'm using the value of it, and if something dies, I will just easily recreate it. Of course, as you can see, I'm just not really retreating to my towers in the most effective way, because I'm just letting my knights stuck here between those towers, and then I'm not even using them. But if you are not using the super group like me with all the units at once, then you can easily micromanage it much better and just use units even better. Yeah, not let them stuck between your buildings, of course. So it's just about practice. Right now I'm just not taking it too seriously, because I'm really convinced that right now we should be able to win this, and we don't need to take it too seriously anymore.
My sword serves you.
So here we have the last swordsmen. I mean, we are creating 2 more, but I'm not gonna wait for them. As you can see, I'm sorry. As you can see, we actually will have full 4 groups of units exactly, because we are creating 2 more swordsmen, and the only group that is not full right now is this group number 2, which has 13 swordsmen. So after we finish those 2, we will have full 4 groups of units, of elite units. But he's attacking me, so I will probably lose something once again.
Our forces are under attack.
He has some pikemen here, so let's again send our swordsmen in front, retreat a little bit, so we can use our towers and then then attack them once again. Right now I have queued up a lot of swordsmen in my barracks, so even if we kill some of them here, I probably won't really worry about that. I will just immediately create new ones, so let's just attack. I will save the mission and let's try it. Of course he will have those towers there, so definitely need to destroy them as soon as possible. They are actually even more dangerous than any units, so we'll have the biggest priority right now. Of course I don't want to fight everything at once, so let's just retreat a little bit. But as you can see, he doesn't even have so many units here anymore, because I already killed quite lots of them before when he was attacking me and I was just too close to him, so it's not even that hard anymore. As you can see, he has some more swordsmen on this side, but shouldn't be too big of a problem. He has some more pikemen here, so I will retreat with my knights. Yeah, I can easily use my swordsmen for that. Again, retreat and try to find some heals. Yeah, it's all about finding those heals that are ready for your units, so you can keep everything alive and ideally fully healed. And here we have some more swordsmen. We also lost one knight, and we also lost one crossbowman. So let's remake everything we lost. We also have some damage towers here, so let's fix that really quickly, and this should be okay. So as you can see, they are not really attacking from this side. He only attacked me once with those crossbowmen and tried to destroy my expansion, but that was not really too big of a problem. And right now I can probably just create an expansion here. We can use those 3 peasants, because we won't be making any more towers there, because hopefully we won't really need to fight there anymore. Here you are even getting some more gems from destroying those farms on those black areas. It was same in the previous mission, maybe even in some missions before. So you should be already kinda getting used to it. And here are some more soldiers, so let's just destroy this farm and then we'll probably retreat a little bit, or I mean, we can maybe kill those swordsmen. I have some knights in front and lots of ranged units, so this should be really easy to defeat. But I don't want to attack immediately to the second part, because I would like to heal my army first and also destroy everything there. Yeah, as you can see, there are some towers, so let's just retreat a little bit. There is no need to rush it. Actually, I have too many swordsmen right now. That's really interesting. They don't even fit into my group. So yeah, let's just create expansion here, as I mentioned. As you can see, you have just full expansion with 1 gems mine and 4 gold fields. So this is really good. We can start with healing with our knights, but as you could saw up here, there are some healing runes that you can use to fully heal your army. So that's definitely something that we will utilize. As you can see, there is quite lots of those healing runes. So also let's bring those swordsmen there. It seems like he's attacking me, so I will just retreat home. Of course, all of those melee units will just die to my towers. I don't need them anymore, so if we destroy them, I don't really care. But I will still need to retreat to destroy those elite crossbowmen, because they have too long of a range, of course. And I don't want to lose everything, of course. Even though I said we don't need those towers, I still would like to keep them. Let's queue some more units, because we have enough resources right now. We have some of those leftover swordsmen, but as I said, I don't have free space for them in my army. Here is one more tower, so let's just destroy it together with this farm. And as you can see, there are also 2 more gold fields. So if you still have gold problems even after you capture this expansion, and actually right now we don't even have gold problems anymore, even though I didn't capture it yet, you can potentially take even one more expansion right here. So if you want, there is the opportunity for that. So let's just take some of those last runes that will fully heal my army, and then we will continue to the second part of this town. Or I mean, we basically already started destroying it a little bit, but definitely didn't destroy it all yet. It's quite a large town, of course, and then there is also the third part here, and there is also another part on the top. So as I mentioned, there are 4 of those parts of this town. Actually, seems like there is another damaged tower. I also want to capture this, and let's make one more peasant for gems here. And I mean, we can use those swordsmen as well, just by attacking moving here. I probably didn't pick up that healing rune on top, but doesn't really matter. This is not really good because, of course, my ranged units are shooting the farm and my horses are in the front, dying to the tower and everything. But as you can see, I don't really care right now. I will just queue up more knights in my buildings. As you can see, there's some elite pikemen there, so I need to retreat a little bit with my knights, tank the damage with my swordsman, and then we can easily kill him. And here are the production buildings that he has here. As you can see, he has quite lots of units back there. I believe there will be also some knights behind the castle. Also, he has lots of crossbowmen here, and as I said, it's really difficult to fight him between those farms. So let's just retreat a little bit. Maybe we don't need to fight him immediately. I can just destroy some of those production buildings, so he's not producing any more units. And after that we can continue. As you can see, there is the small road that leads to the fourth town on the north. As you can see, my units are just randomly going there, but I will retreat them immediately. And as you can see, this is the enemy that was sending the non-elite units, and he also doesn't have the upgraded towers, so that will be even easier to conquer him. I probably don't need more peasants in my expansion there, so let's just keep it like this. Actually, seems like he tried to attack me, so attacks are also coming from this town. So let's just retreat. We don't need him to destroy my towers, because he also has some ranged units there. Oh, actually seems like the enemy from the top, which I was talking about, which is the enemy without the elite units, attacked my expansion here, which is not really good, so let's just defend ourselves. And here, we will go here after that, of course. He has some pikemen against my knights, but as I said, elite knights are so strong that you don't even need to really worry about that. You should be just okay. So we defended it, and now actually let's just make 2 peasants for this gems mine. I don't even have population anyway, so let's keep it like this. I won't repair those towers anymore, it's just a waste of time. Let's just keep creating more units. And of course, let's rebuild our army, refill those groups. So we have everything we need. Again, I'm making a little bit too many swordsmen, because I just don't have groups for that. But we might just create a new group number 5, because we don't need a keybind for our castle anymore. And let's just keep it like this. Of course, right now it might be a good idea to heal our units, so press the stop or hold position button and heal with my elite knights. And now I will go up here and destroy this last building where he can produce units in this town, of course. And after that I will destroy also those farms, so we can easily go there and fight his units without worrying about getting stuck between those buildings. And of course, my ranged units are attacking those farms all the time instead of the enemy units, so it's really annoying. we can easily fix it like this. Let's actually repair this expansion, because maybe the attack from the north will come again, and then I would maybe lose the expansion if it was not fully repaired. So let's just repair it really quickly. Here I will definitely lose lots of units, but I don't really care. Here we have a level 5 knight, which is really good. He's giving me the strongest aura possible. As you can see, he has really lots of units here, but hopefully we can push through it, and if not, we can just recreate everything. We have so much resources that we really don't need to worry about anything. He has some elite knights here supported by those strong towers, which is really dangerous, but it should be okay. Also, as you can see, the level 5 elite knight has 650 HP, which is really a lot. So outside of that aura, he is also really durable, which is really good. And even though we lost most of our melee units, we were still able to easily defeat him, because I have a really strong ranged support, of course. You don't want to put the rally point too much to the right side of the map, because otherwise the units will start coming this way and you might have some problems, because there will be obviously some more enemy units which you will need to deal with. I will just tank the damage with my level 5 knight here. He should be easily able to tank it. And actually maybe they already sent most of the units there, so it won't be... oh, actually, they have lots of units still here, so let's just retreat a little bit. Maybe we can sacrifice our swordsman here. The only unit I really care about right now is this level 5 knight. Everything else can be easily created again, but of course if we have a really strong leveled up unit, it might be a little bit harder to get to that point again. Actually, this level 5 knight is the one that we have from the start. So all the way from the start, so we still have him here on the left top corner. But right now I don't have any more knights ready here, so I'm not really able to heal him. So I will need to be a little bit careful. Let's just retreat so we don't tank the damage. Actually, I believe this enemy, or I mean this town, on the right side of the map, is actually building some buildings in the beginning, so maybe if you were fast enough, you might be able to just destroy him and maybe avoid him creating more units during the game, which might be quite good, but you would probably sacrifice your units in the beginning against someone who is not even attacking you, and then you will probably lose against the other enemies, so maybe not the best idea. We actually have lots of units saved up here, but I was just not really paying attention to my rally points, so we were not using them. So let's just fix that really quickly. Maybe you can get with like one knight here, because I believe you can go around this mountain from the bottom and attack him in the back, and then you might be able to stop him from building all those towers at least, so it's a little bit easier for you to fight him in the late game. As you can see, there are some more elite pikemen, so definitely want to kill those. Yeah, as you can see, there are even more of them. If you feel like you destroyed everything and still didn't win, then it's probably because you didn't check this area and there are some elite pikemen left. So just go here and destroy them. And right now we just need to destroy some last buildings here. There is again a healing rune. You might also create some more expansions here, but I don't really care about that. We have some left peasants here, but we can just use them for this expansion, of course. And here we have some new units. Actually, seems like there are lots of units left that are killing my peasants. At least I will have a free population, of course, but we will definitely need to destroy this. But I can at least use this time to destroy those towers when he doesn't have any units here. Here he has some elite knights, but hopefully it will be good. Even though this is actually lots of units, but I have those leveled up crossbowmen, so hopefully we can win this way. So I have some heals ready, so I should be able to tank all the damage. And I mean, towers are strong, but one watchtower won't really make a difference here. So let's just destroy it really quickly, and right now this town should be done. So after we are finished here, we will continue to the last part, which will be the 4th town in the north. He's actually killing my level 5 knight, so let's heal him. And let's change the early point here. We still have lots of resources, so let's keep recreating our army. We can again heal with our knights. And yeah, he's already dead, so let's move here and let's save the game once more. You never know what's going to happen, even though right now it's basically impossible to lose anymore, but maybe the game might crash or something. So it's always really good idea to save the game, of course. And here we have 2 healing runes, so let's actually utilize them, because we don't have really enough heals just from our knights. Hopefully I will be able to click on it. It didn't really heal the units in the back, but it doesn't really matter. And right now you can attack from any side you want. Yeah, you can go either this way and they attack them from the left, or this way, attack them from the right, or you can just go through the middle. But this is really not a good idea, because it will be a really narrow space. You will just get stuck there. He might attack you. Here you can just regroup your army and attack with full potential, let's say.
At your service. It will be done.
So let's just move here. Maybe those knights will come through this. At least I will spot something. Doesn't really matter anymore. As I said, he doesn't even have elite units, so this should be really easy, even though he has some pikemen here. He also has some scouts here, yeah, so as I said, only non-elite units, so it should be easy. As you can see here, I'm tanking like 5 pikemen with this level 5 elite knight, and he's not even worried about dying. Of course, here I have some injured knights, but I can easily heal them. And of course, if some of them dies, I will just reproduce them.
Yes, sir. We're under loaded, sir.
Yeah, let's make it like this. As you can see, this town is quite big. You can also pick up a pile of wood here, which is 600 wood for free. So if you somehow get here earlier, you can maybe get a resource advantage a little bit. And also there are like 2 windmills, I believe, that you can capture and get even more resources. I mean, right now I'm fighting without my ranged units here against the enemy units, but I don't really care, because I have elite units and he has no chance against me, so it should be just fine like this. Hopefully we can find one more heal for this knight, which we did, and now we only have some few more units here, again non-elite units, and some watchtowers. And after that there should be no offensive power from him that might cause danger to my units anymore. So we just need to finish some last buildings here. Actually, yeah, we have all the queued up knights here. We can also queue some crossbowmen and swordsmen for other buildings than our barracks. I will heal my level 5 elite knight, maybe proc some auto heals, but I'm not really worried about micromanaging my heals anymore. He only has some level 1 archers here, so let's just finish them. Yeah, there is one more group. Actually, some more X-Men, one more tower. Yeah, there is quite lots of units in this town, but it's just not really strong enough, because they are not elite, so it's really easy to defeat this. Yeah, don't forget to destroy those 2 farms on top. If you didn't win, you can still check those areas. As I mentioned, here might be some elite pikemen stuck. You might forget to destroy those farms, or maybe some units might be down here or something. So just check those areas and you should eventually win like this. So yeah, this was a little bit harder mission, also a longer one, but not easily, but we managed to win it. So let's take a look at the results. As you can see, everything better again. Here we have the units. This is the most important thing, of course. As you can see, the kill and loss ratio. We really destroyed him. Here you can see the largest army. Of course, he had it on 4 different spots, but still a really big army that we needed to defeat. Actually, we had lots of buildings because of those towers, but as you can see, also had lots of them. But again, divided into 4 different towns, even though they are so close to each other that you can take it as one really big town, or maybe 2 towns. Yeah, you have the first one full of those elite units, and then you have the smaller village on the north. So maybe like 2 towns. And then, of course, the researches and PC captures, and here we have resources, of course. So yeah, this was the 16th mission, and next time we will take a look at the 17th mission, which will be just a short fight. So it will be a little bit shorter video, and then we will continue. So yeah, take care, guys.